I'd like to say a few words about the my affair with the library here, from my own point of view. 30 years ago, I received a letter from an Eastern university, name withheld, a letter that might as well have been addressed to occupant. Indeed, 4 other people in my tiny village in Connecticut received the identical letter. It invited me to give my life's blood, my papers, notebooks, correspondence, and so forth, to form the core of a James Merrill archive. The letter was so impersonal, such a cinder block posterity it promised me, that I held off acknowledging it. To my great good fortune, a solution to my dilemma came in the form of a letter from Mona Van Dyne on behalf of the library here, with the same invitation, but couched in such affectionate and admiring terms that I simply jumped at the opportunity. So here I am, 30 years later, before you, still delighted by my accord with the library, by Mona's presence within reach of it, and grateful for this occasion to say so. Holly reminds me that my mother has added to the archive my christening gown. You must suppose that my inner infant is still wearing it. It is also the greatest wonder and pleasure to be among friends from far places, Helen Vendler, Stephen Yenser, Rachel Haddis, and Richard Kenny. Helen and Stephen are such critics as no poet dares hope for in his lifetime. Stephen and Rick and Rachel, such poets as to make the rest of us proud. My late brother-in-law, a dear man but a dreadful bigot, once told his eldest son, on the brink of his own life as a poet, that he certainly hoped none of his 4 other sons would ever want to take a course in modern poetry. In the faith that no one like that is present tonight, let me now read some things to you. My forthcoming book, as Helen pointed out yesterday, begins with a downward look and ends with an upward look. Here is the first poem, and when you hear the second of those 2 poems, you will realize that the reading is ending.